My 20s have been pretty decent.
Okay.
It's one. It's a hell of a ride.
True.
So it depends on where you get on. I'll be honest.
But I don't know much about you guys, to be honest. I mean, don't share if you don't want to. But
I can't say like growing up, I had too much of a lot of identity, like finding a lot of stuff was kind of just, I don't know, like
says the guy with the piercing in his eyebrow.
I don't, and for me, it wasn't really like a way to rebel. I thought it was something that was interesting.
I know. I was just being a dick. I was just being a dick.
No, and I get that because it comes with that stigma, right? And it's a valid question. Other people might ask that.
Probably the most tattoos on people.
Right? I'm
Probably
tattoos. I'm gonna get more every
How
time.
many do you have right now?
7.
Oh, you have one more than me.
Not really. Yeah, I'm working on the sleeves, but right now other things are prioritized. And then
So
I'll get a tattoo.
I'll come back to the tattoos in a second. I'll let you finish. Because I have a question about that too.
Growing up, I didn't really have much in the way of, like, I had family drama and troubles growing up, like, but otherwise I didn't really have problems trying to figure out who I was. I had a girlfriend at a pretty early age, at like, I think it was like grade 4 or 5.
Damn, dog. 11 years old, you're already pimping? Good for you.
Well, it wasn't really.
It's 9.
I found it actually was one of my more, if I could think back as a kid, like, less clouded ever relationship, because it wasn't when we were just kids. We didn't have any thought of the drama you develop as you get older about, like, is this like this or something like this. And this was the first time I had other problems with it. I'm not going to go into it, but
we call that hormones.
Well, exactly, right. It was just kids being kids who cared about each other a lot. So I don't know. It's hard to explain. Go ahead.
I've seen Bridge to Terabith, yeah. I understand.
Yeah. But either way, had problems as I got older. That lasted for 2 years, actually. There was other problems that came with it after that 2 years. But we ended up splitting up. Like I growing up, like when I got to junior high, like having that kind of on a thing, I knew I was kind of firmly like heterosexual, I guess. I didn't really have a thought process of other guys, like, and that might have been just because what I grew up around. Like, the first dude I knew was my dad and my brother, and I had family trouble with both of them, so didn't really see them as figures that I would be interested in seeing other people in, as you develop those relationships as you get older. So, like, I had more closer relationships with the opposite sex, my mom and my aunts, my grandmother. They're all very kind, like, nice women. Like, they're very supportive of a lot of things. They taught me to be very supportive of a lot about, well, like, when it comes to stuff with women and how to be, kind and respectful and gentlemanly sorts,
One
So,
of
like,
my favorite Freudian tests is you make a Venn diagram with qualities of women you like, or you make a list of qualities of things you like in women, and about a week later, you make a list of qualities that you find in women that are strong in your life, like your mom or your aunt. And the true Freudian test is, it's like, supposedly it's like usually 90% accurate, it's usually 90% the same.
Yeah. Usually a lot of people usually end up having that, because it's the first person you kind of have that initial relationship that actually shows like caring and love of the relationship. But if you look at it, like, the one thing that I kind of like is, I think the Greeks and Romans have different words for what you'd express love of, love between a parent, love between a family. Like,
it's Greek. There's 4 different words.
And I think it might be 7, to be honest. But, like, I know
definitely
at least
4.
I know there's at least 4 for sure. But there's a couple of different ways, and it's something that I really enjoy. Is that love can come in many forms. It doesn't have to be someone that you find as passionate as a lover, or someone that you're sharing a relationship with, someone that you have a mother or father, or people that are close friends that you care about still deeply. You want to see them motivated, you want to lift them up. there's all different kinds of caring for somebody. It's not just one aspect of life. There's many forms. You know, it takes many different possibilities of how you care in a relationship for somebody.
Yeah, makes sense.
I just wanted to go back to the tattoos because we all have tattoos. I got mine last year because COVID and all that, and I said, "Fuck it." I've wanted my tattoos since I was like 18.
Yeah.
But you guys have way more than I do. I got my tattoos because one is like my family crest, and the other one is just the brand sacrifice from Berserk that I've wanted since I saw it at like 14. So, but they never been. I put them on my chest because I don't care if I hide them. And they're like, they've never been part of my identity. But I know a lot of people who get tattoos and it's actually part of their identity, or it's like symbols of their growth. Is that something that's true to you guys, or is it just put this on my skin because it looks nice?
For me, it's kind of half and half.
Yeah.
I have some that are about that, and I have some that are like cool getting the tattoos. That I kind of work with it.
Yeah.
It's not an urge.
My first one was I found it as a good luck charm in my life, so I got that tattooed. A lot bigger than I was expecting the first time, but yeah.
Where'd you get it
And then
first
after
tattoo?
that, just that's the one on my shoulder here.
Okay.
Cool.
So that one right there.
I see. That's
I thought it was
That's
going
cool.
to be a lot smaller.
Oh, really? Did they not show you the
Because-
stencil before they started the tattoo?
No, dude said it was going to be 2 inches by 2 inches. That's
That is
4 by
not
4.
good.
No,
That
it's
is
not.
that is 2 inches thick by 2 inches thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh yeah,
Wow.
especially after. Let's see, I got it when I was 18, so 4 years now, almost 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
God, you're so yeah. Give
Pick
me
my
your
first.
youth, but I'll
No.
switch you.
No,
I think my first tattoo is on the wrist right here. I got that one, or my inner arm. I got that one as
Careful.
a kid.
You're showing too much skin now.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Not my arm.
Quickly, get out the hot tub or else we'll get banned.
No
I
shoulders and ankles.
have like oblivion
Yes,
tattoo.
no shoulders and ankles unless you're in a bikini.
And the model.
At least it's not your feet. You never know where those might end up.
Oh God!
Only John has
oh, I
seen.
could do that.
Only John has seen my feet.
I have a tattoo there.
I have 2 tattoos. I got one of them 6 years ago. It's on my shoulder here, and then another one last September. I don't know. I like them a lot.
I have.
I sort of- Yeah. I would love to get a ton, but I have to be really careful about where I put them. I work in education, and a lot of schools aren't big fans of teachers with visible tattoos, so they have to be coverable for me.
Oh, you couldn't get the teardrops underneath the eye for all the kids you beat.
All people I've killed.
Yeah, exactly. Can I get the cross under the other one? You know, it's part of your
They
identity.
wouldn't all fit.
It's because hey, you know what? It's part of your identity, right? You got to show those fools. You know, those kids. You're teaching high school kids. They'll respect you.
I might be an elementary librarian next year. That should be interesting.
But if you weren't, and you back in high school, like it doesn't matter what you teach in high school. You could be honestly like teaching math 30 pure or calculus, and they'll walk into your class and
Doing that.
no one will say a damn thing to you. You could be teaching like math 22 extra for all the really slow kids, and no one will give you lip because they'll just
That
see your
would be
face tattoo.
20-3 or 20-4, but sure.
Also, get a stomach tattoo, Sarah. Get one that just says. Just get one that says Vike in it.
You have one that says like teacher for life, you know, and you'll just spell it
There
in
we
most like
go.
incorrect grammar on your.
I do
forehead.
actually. I've chosen the ones that I have very carefully, and they mean a lot to me. So the one on my shoulder is it's a symbol, like a loopy thing, and it's my husband. When we got married, the day that we got married, we exchanged gifts with each other, and he gave me a necklace that was that symbol. And so I don't wear a lot of jewelry, and I decided that I would just get it tattooed on me instead as a reminder of him and our wedding and all that. And then the one on my thigh it's this really cool like monogram of the alphabet. So it's sort of a rectangle with circles in it and lines all over it, and you can actually trace out all the letters of the alphabet. And I got that because I love language and I love words and all of that, and it meant a lot to me. So I do sort of consider mine to be a part of my identity.
That first one is that's so awesome.
Yeah.
Hit me right in the feels.
Aww. Kellen has feelings.
Yay.
Wait, what? Since when?
He has like a few.
Yeah, man.
I have a few of them left. I haven't found them all. Eventually,
The Grinch's heart grew 3 seconds.
eventually, I will find all my feelings and shove them down the dark pits that they're supposed to be in.
It's okay. I'll always find
It'll
ways.
be on a magical Christmas day.
No, return the presents to the Whoville.
He takes Florence to his
Christmas
cat
will
and
come
he goes
again.
down to visit the Whovilles.
I never understand why the Grinch wanted to throw them over the cliff, man. Why not keep the gifts or resell them? There's got to be other vills like around.
No, his whole goal was just to literally make them miserable.
So
So it was like the whole dog chasing a car thing. Like he didn't know what he was gonna do once he got it, right? Like I just want to take their presents and then they'll be unhappy, right? And then when they started singing, he was like, "What the fuck?"
What do I do now? They're still happy.
thank you, everyone, for joining us for a critical analysis of the psyche of how the Grinch stole Christmas.
This has not been a critical enough analysis.
He didn't throw him over the cliff. He almost did, and then he ended up throwing him like back down.
Wait,
The hill
does that
and
mean he
getting
gets
killed.
Stockholm syndrome at the end?
Yeah, probably.
Because he
Kind
falls
of.
in love with the Who's because he realizes that they still sing, even
I
though
think
he
once
tries.
his heart once his heart grew 3 sizes, yeah, he realized he was
Yeah.
a lonely bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He
feels
doesn't-
miserable, so he's
he
like,
gets
fuck
like
it,
a-
I have to join them.
Yeah, he gets Stockholm syndrome. Oh my god, he becomes.
became part of the Borg.
You know, you could also read that as a cult. Like you have a cult of people, and one guy doesn't live with the cult, and they don't attack him
Yeah.
with nothing. They
The
don't
other
attack
theory
him.
is that maybe the Grinch is just like a Whoville who's lived up in the mountain forever.
Yeah.
He just hasn't shaved in forever, right?
And-
His
and
hair
they-
color
and
must
they-
just be green.
Yeah, and
He's
they
the
just
same size as an adult.
yeah, and they just and they don't be mean to him or anything. They just leave him outside and leave him alone because they know one day he'll join the cult, and then he does.
He's just the crazy hermit in the mountain. right?
And eventually he
Yeah,
breaks.
just
I
starts-
mean, if you watch the 2019 one, he does dye his hair.
Yeah, the Jim Carrey one.
No,
Oh.
the 2019 one. Like
20
the one with the.
Wait, they-
We need another one.
Oh, they made another one. Oh,
Yes,
really?
we did.
Yeah, they did.
It
I haven't
looked
watched
weird.
it, but I knew, but-
See, now I'm more behind this
CGI.
the meme of they should stop remaking old good movies and remake shitty movies that had good storylines.
You have an excellent point.
Because that would be sweet.
But they're not about making the right amount of money.
Because I hear they're remaking Speed again too.
Are they?
Yeah, I heard Speed's
You know
supposed
what?
to be getting a remake,
I'd be more shocked if you
Remake
can
Thailand.
tell me a
which is like
movie.
one of the original Keanu.
They're remaking Evil Dead again. So like, tell me a
Really?
movie that they
Sure.
would not
Yeah.
remake.
They're remaking
Well,
the remake. of
Evil
Evil
Dead
Dead.
had the Netflix too.
Well, the Netflix was actually a continuation.
I want to see
I
them
wanna see
re-
it was a
the story.
continuation.
Yeah.
remake
But there's,
movies like Dread Island, remake Broken Lizard
I-
movies.
Broken Lizard.
Nut up. If they're
I
gonna
mean-
really do remakes,
I
remake some
mean,
good
they
movies.
got a bunch of Kickstarter money, and that second Super Troopers was okay.
It was
Like
okay.
it had its
yeah.
parts. It had its parts. Don't get me wrong. Like they're still
I was
pretty
thinking
funny.
about Saints 3.
Remake a serious Dread
Isn't it-
Island.
Isn't that getting it? Isn't that the
Remake The
It's
Beach.
supposed to be getting a thing.
Remake
Boondock Saints 3?
Yeah. It's supposed to be
remake
getting a thing.
Titanic.
Something's
like-
gonna be
like-
with it.
They can reach
Actually,
the whole
that
thing.
might be a remake in the works. Is Titanic,
Oh,
which
wow.
I wouldn't be surprised of.
Did I?
I think I
Once
just
the
heard
actual,
about that.
Like, scene gets all fucked up and everyone dies because of the Titanic curse.
Remake White Squall. Remake. God. It's a never-ending treadmill, man.
Treasure Planet.
It's a never-ending treadmill. That's
No,
why.
they should make live action Treasure Planet. That would be good.
No, they should just
Depending.
go back to trying to, write original stories.
Well, like the live action could be a sequel.
Oh, you know what would be really good? Atlantis.
Yeah, I've been wanting. I would love to see that one live action. That would be good.
You know it
Or
would be
like,
bad.
done properly.
I don't know if it would be bad.
You guys are under. See, now the problem is with your
I'm going to see,
generation,
exactly.
and that
I'm
me
going
and
to see.
Jeremy are awash of, is we know that there is a higher chance if they remake something, it's going to be shit.
Oh yeah,
A
absolutely.
chance.
Yeah,
A
100%.
chance. It's called gambling.
A
Well,
higher chance. No. This isn't gambling.
To be honest, I'm kind of looking forward to the Highlander remake.
I would love to see that.
It's going to be Henry Cavill.
Oh, really?
I'm not saying you can't have hype,
Interesting.
but don't be surprised.
I know.
There's a higher chance.
So
Always.
A lot of people are like, they're not super stoked about his Witcher role, and I'm like, what do you mean? His Witcher role was amazing.
Good. Yeah,
I loved his Witcher role.
I for me, it wasn't like the best, but that's because I don't know anything about the.
I loved his
like,
Witcher role. I thought it was.
I don't know
Loved his
anything about
Witcher
the game.
role.
I thought it was
Pretty
so
I'm
good.
not saying it was bad.
I could see the Highlander being really good.
He also has the nicest ass.
And then, I don't know, it might still be in the rumor mill, is Dave Bautista and the Gears of War.
Yeah,
Please.
that was
He's
doing.
petitioning for a Gears of War movie. That would be sick.
I don't care if that movie was bad. I'd still watch it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's one of those movies I could care less. Like Aquaman. I didn't care if that movie was going to be bad.
Yeah,
or
and
good.
then, it'd be great if they had like wrestlers for all of the different like.
Well, that's what
like,
wrestlers
like,
are. They're actors, man.
They're all the cogs.
They are.
That would be so great.
They're stuntman actors, right? They do all their stunts and they do acting. Like, that shit is hard on their body.
I mean, the Rock come in as Dom.
Think of having to inject fucking steroids.
Can you imagine when the Rock dies as Dom? That everyone would be.
Not all of them. Not all of them. Like CM Punk's gone on record saying he's never done steroids. Not all of them do steroids.
Yeah,
I'll be really sad if the Rock dies.
No, I
Yeah,
mean,
that-
if he did a Gears movie, I'm saying like if he played Dom, he could play Dom, and then when he dies, everyone would be sad when the Rock dies, just like when Dom died. Everyone would be sad.
The Rock's comedian.
Apparently, it's Dave Bautista going for the Gears of War movie, so it'd be
No, I know.
him
I
playing
mean, like other
Dom.
wrestlers, right?
But yeah,
The Rock is not a good serious actor.
Phoenix. He'd be Phoenix, and then
that's why he'd. I'd almost think Rock would be a good Phoenix because Phoenix was like the Joker, right?
Yeah, but I feel like
Dom was more serious,
yeah.
and I'd say Dave Bautista could be more serious, right?
That's true.
Drax is a very serious character, even when he's being hilarious.
Exactly. The Rock can't be serious.
Yeah,
Anyway.
The Rock can be serious. That's not fair. It's like the Rundown.
That's what I said. Yeah, I said he can be.
What? The Rundown's a serious movie?
Not the whole movie, but he's got serious parts of the Rundown where you're like,
what about the Tooth Fairy?
Super serious.
Give
That's
me
hilarious.
a 90-minute movie where The Rock does not crack a joke, doesn't say something witty, or doesn't make a scene that like, is meant to be like haphazardly or fun.
Didn't he do?
Name
There was
me
like a
a movie.
skyscraper movie.
Yeah,
That
that's what I was
pretty
thinking too.
good.
Yeah, with that like
Yeah.
skyscraper.
no, he
Watch.
definitely cracks a couple.
I was gonna say, have you watched that movie, Sarah?
Oh,
I
you
was gonna
had
say,
to. That's
is it called Earthquake?
Yeah,
Might be Earthquake.
yeah, no,
I don't know. I didn't watch it
He-
because
he
it
can't.
didn't look very good.
what was
The
that?
other LA disaster one that came out at like exactly the same time.
What was that great actress back in the early 2000s who was in all the, like, Not Another Teen Movie, I Know What You Did Last Summer, like, Us, like, oh
I don't know who you're talking about, but I don't know.
Which
No.
one?
blonde girl.
Jamie Presley?
No, I'm not talking about the actual movies. Remember how they made joke movies of all those?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. Scary
Well,
movie.
they made
The blonde
Yeah.
girl
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah.
Scary Movie.
oh
She was in,
Anna Faris.
that's who.
Yeah.
That's what The
She's
Rock is.
she's in a TV series right now.
That's what The Rock is of today's age. He's the Anna
Yeah.
Faris of today's age.
That's
He could-
too funny.
He's a great actor, just like she is,
No.
but he can only do comedies.
A new movie is coming out or just came out with him in the jungle cruise or whatever.
Oh, Jungle Cruise. Oh, that sounds like a super serious, definitely serious movie.
They took the serious away of Jumanji with having him and Jack Black in it. Like,
It's another, yeah.
it became a video game.
It looks like Jumanji, honestly.
It built up the Jungle Cruise ride.
Yeah.
That looks like it would probably be.
And the lore that they've set up for it, allegedly.
Yeah.
Find yourself on a Jungle Cruise today. Anyway,
It's a Disney movie, so.
on that, we are at time. We derailed the conversation, which is good because that's what we always do, and that means we had a good one. As always, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. We had a really good crowd tonight. Thanks, everybody.
We just want to say we support all the LGBTQ plus people out there. I hope you all feel like validated, and if you need anyone to talk to, the villains are always here.
Everything he mumbled.
You want to be part of the show?
Or message the channel.
Absolutely.
Have you on?
We'll bring you on.
Your story. Have your experiences like we just had.
As always, speaking is Insanieac.
Yep.
Below him,
I wasn't finished.
The Great Geese Goblin.
Geese Goblin.
Above him is
That's
Sarah
so much
Simon.
worse.
In the background is Sir Jeremy.
The
I
elusive
am
gentleman.
C4.
Can I be the Great Geese Goblin now?
Geese Goblin.
That's so much worse.
That's a little bit better, actually.
I'm sorry you all have nothing better to do. I'm happy you spent it with us here. We're also happy. We have a shout out today. Today's shout out is I thought of this one. I mean, I don't know what else I could do. I mean,
okay. Way to take credit.
It's to all the. I was just gonna say, like, to all the First Nation families who have been missing kids. I mean,
you've been affected by forest fires.
Yeah, affected by forest fires. No, well, I'll do that one another day. But that's just I hope everyone gets home safe. And anything with kids is sad. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. That being said, I hope everyone has a good night.
Goodbye.
Bye. The Great Geese Goblin. Geese Goblin.
He's the Geese Goblin.
God damn it. We're just going to start calling you goddamn Gertrude.
No, but a Geese Goblin sounds so much better because it's a mix of two things.